Are you constantly overwhelmed by the chaos of life? Do you wake up already anxious, go through your day feeling like you're one wrong move away from falling apart, and lie in bed at night with your mind racing, desperate for peace, but unable to find it? You're not alone. In a world that never stops moving, it's easy to feel like you're drowning in expectations, stress, and emotional noise. But what if there was a way, not just to survive this pressure, but to thrive through it? What if ancient wisdom, forged in the fires of war, exile, loss, and political upheaval, held the key to mastering your emotions, reclaiming your inner calm, and rising above the chaos? In this video, we're diving deep into the practical philosophy of Stoicism, a timeless guide that teaches you how to build emotional resilience, silence the mental storms, and find clarity even when life gets messy. This isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending to be strong. It's about transforming how you think, respond, and live. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, burnout, heartbreak, or just the relentless pressure to always be okay, Stoicism offers a powerful path forward. Let's be honest, modern life is exhausting. From the moment we wake up, we're hit with a flood of notifications, messages, deadlines, and expectations. We're constantly being told we need to do more, be more, and have more, faster, better, and without showing a crack in our armor. We scroll through endless social media feeds filled with curated perfection, comparing our behind-the-scenes chaos to everyone else's highlight reels. And even when we try to rest, our minds refuse to slow down. There's always something unfinished, something pending, something demanding our attention. We're anxious. We're overwhelmed. We're burned out. And worst of all, we think this is normal. We've normalized stress like it's just the price of modern success. But deep down, we know something's not right. We weren't built to live in this constant state of fight or flight. Our nervous systems weren't designed to be under siege from 24/7 news cycles, endless to-do lists, and the crushing pressure to keep up. And yet, here we are. But what if we told you that there's a different way to live? A way to stay grounded, even when the world around you feels like it's spiraling. A way to take back control, not by changing everything out there, but by mastering what's in here, your mind, your perspective, your response. That's where Stoicism comes in. Born over 2,000 years ago in the chaos of ancient Rome and Greece, Stoicism is not some cold, rigid philosophy. It's a powerful, practical guide to emotional resilience, inner peace, and living with intention. It doesn't ask you to escape your problems. It gives you the tools to face them head-on, with strength, clarity, and calm. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism can help you deal with everyday stress, not by numbing your feelings, but by reframing your mindset. At its core, Stoicism is an ancient philosophy, but don't let that word fool you. It's not about abstract theories or sitting around pondering life in a toga. Stoicism is a way of living, practical, grounded, and profoundly powerful. Born over 2,000 years ago in the turbulent streets of ancient Greece and Rome, it was forged in the real struggles of war, exile, poverty, and political instability. The Stoics weren't academics hiding in ivory towers, they were warriors, emperors, slaves, and statesmen, seeking a way to stay strong, wise, and calm when life felt unbearable. So what exactly did they believe? Stoicism teaches that while we can't control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. That simple shift, focusing on what lies within our control, is the foundation of Stoic thought. We can't control the opinions of others, the chaos of the world, or the randomness of fate. But we can control our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. And in mastering ourselves, we find freedom, even when everything else feels uncertain. The Stoics placed supreme value on virtue, living with integrity, courage, self-discipline, and wisdom. They believed that true peace doesn't come from external success, but from inner alignment, being the kind of person you admire, regardless of your circumstances. In the face of heartbreak, failure, loss, or injustice, they didn't preach escape, they practiced resilience. They didn't chase pleasure for its own sake, they pursued meaning. They didn't demand life to be fair, they practiced acceptance, and chose to rise above. In a world where we're constantly told to react, to panic, to perform, Stoicism offers a radical alternative: choose calm. Choose purpose. Choose control over your mind, no matter what the world throws at you. That's Stoicism. And in a time like ours, it's more relevant than ever. Putting Stoicism into practice: it's one thing to understand Stoicism, it's another to live it. And for those of us caught in the daily whirlwind of stress, deadlines, emotional fatigue, and constant noise, theory isn't enough. We need tools, real, tangible practices we can turn to when everything feels like too much. Fortunately, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy of ideas, it's a philosophy of action. It gives us practical ways to reclaim control over our minds, shift our perspective, and build the kind of inner strength that can carry us through the hardest days. One of the most powerful tools is journaling, but not the kind where you simply vent or list your day. This is Stoic journaling, a practice of reflection. You take a few quiet moments each day to ask yourself, what did I feel today? How did I react to stress? Where did I succeed, and where could I respond with more patience, clarity, or discipline next time? It's not about judgment. It's about awareness. And over time, this simple act of honest reflection can change everything. Another core practice is gratitude, not in a shallow, feel-good way, but as a radical shift in mindset. When life feels like it's falling apart, it's easy to focus only on what's missing, what's wrong, what hurts. But Stoicism teaches us to zoom out, to see what's still good, still beautiful, still ours to be thankful for. Whether it's a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or the strength to get through another day, gratitude reframes the narrative from chaos to clarity. It reminds us that even in struggle, life holds gifts. And then there's self-care, not as indulgence, but as necessity. The Stoics believed in the harmony of body and mind. How can you think clearly if your body is breaking down? How can you stay resilient when you're running on fumes? Making time to move your body, nourish yourself with good food, rest deeply, and breathe, these are not luxuries. They are the foundation for living a virtuous, intentional life. In a world that glorifies burnout, choosing to care for yourself becomes an act of rebellion, and an act of wisdom. Stoicism isn't about being invulnerable. It's about becoming resilient. And resilience is built one small, intentional practice at a time. In a world where chaos is constant and peace feels out of reach, Stoicism stands as a timeless anchor, a quiet but powerful reminder that we are not helpless in the face of life's storms. This philosophy isn't about being emotionless or pretending that pain doesn't exist. It's about learning how to face life as it is, with calm, clarity, and courage. It teaches us that stress, anxiety, and uncertainty don't have to control us. We may not be able to change what happens around us, but we can always choose how we respond within us. By embracing a Stoic mindset, you begin to build a new relationship with life, one rooted in purpose, not panic, in wisdom, not worry. You learn to separate what truly matters from what doesn't. You start to let go of the things you can't control, and pour your energy into the things you can, your character, your choices, your mindset. Over time, that simple shift can completely transform your experience of life. You become less reactive, more intentional. Less overwhelmed, more anchored. And in that, you discover a sense of inner peace that no external chaos can take from you. But here's the truth. None of this change happens overnight. Developing a Stoic mind is a journey, a daily practice, a series of small decisions made with awareness and commitment. And it starts with something very simple, a willingness to learn, to reflect, and to grow. The moment you decide to stop letting stress define you, the moment you choose to take responsibility for your inner world, that's the moment your transformation begins. So if you're tired of being at war with your own mind, if you're ready to find calm in the chaos and strength in the struggle, then now is the time. Start living like a Stoic. Start building the mindset that frees you, not just from stress, but from fear, confusion, and powerlessness. The tools are here. The wisdom is timeless. All that's left is your choice.